Hey everyone, I just wanted to give you an update on how we are all doing now that we are past the newborn phase. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm MK Williams. I'm an author and independent publisher. I love sharing all things about self publishing with you, but I've been doing a series on this channel now that I am a mom about life as a mompreneur. So I'm a full time author and independent publisher, and it is interesting to now be a business owner and a mom full time. I knew it was going to be hard, but whew. So I wanted to give you guys an update on how things are going on the mompreneur side of things. If you're here for self publishing advice, just come back later in the week. I'll have my regular video. But my baby girl is now 4 months old. She's super sweet and happy, and she's just so adorable. I mean, most of the time, obviously. Babies have their moments. And she's thankfully sleeping through the night. Knock on wood or whatever you need to do to continue to wish me good luck with that. And we're finally settling into a really good flexible routine. But the first 12 weeks were a nightmare. Like, I don't think there's another way for me to describe it than that. It was so great. We had this sweet little bundle of joy. And on day 4, she started crying. No, she started screaming. She was screaming in pain, clenching her stomach. It was terrifying and heartbreaking. And it turns out my diet was to blame. I needed to cut dairy and soy immediately. By the way, soy is in everything. So all the people who were super thoughtful and sent us gift certificates to order meals in, or to have those meal kits brought in, or offered to bring food over to us, we couldn't use any of those things because it was so onerous to figure out with these meals what didn't have dairy, what didn't have soy. Granted, we're much better at planning for this now. We were eating really clean whole foods anyways, but it was really difficult in the beginning. It took up so much extra mental space of, can I eat this? Can I eat this? While dealing with a newborn baby. It was very stressful. Also, chocolate. I really miss it. And thankfully, I've had some really great friends send me, as a surprise, some really great soy-free, allergen-free cookies and chocolates, which I definitely needed in those first few weeks, but I'm glad to have them now. And while, our little girl is such a great sleeper now, she would not nap without being held until she was 13 weeks. That is 13 weeks where I was spending time, feeding her, developing her, playing with her, and I had to hold her for her to sleep. So if I wanted to sleep, this whole advice of sleep when the baby's sleeping was totally useless. So that meant I had to ask my husband to hold the baby so I could nap, which meant he couldn't be napping. So it was very difficult. I couldn't sleep. I just felt like there was nothing I could eat. Like, granted, that's hyperbole. My husband's an amazing cook. He's always cooking healthy meals for us, but it just felt like another limitation. I can't sleep. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. Oh, there's COVID. I can't go out. I can't do this. I can't do this. So it was so, it was miserable. There was really no other way for it. Plus all the other physical changes that were going on. I couldn't have any comfort foods. It felt like being in a prison. It really did. There was no other way that I could describe it. And this identity that I had as an author and entrepreneur was such a distant dream. It felt like it was a million miles away. It had just vanished overnight. I can't snap my fingers, by the way. It vanished overnight. And I couldn't do any work. I couldn't be me. And it was just so hard. I knew it was going to be hard. And I'm sure there's so many moms watching this who are like, I have 3 kids, or I have twins. Like, you don't know what hard is. You're right, I don't. But this was hard for me. And so I finally got to this point where something had to change. And it was luckily around this 13-week mark where she started to nap on her own. I could finally reliably get about 4 hours during the day where I could work or work out or just sit by myself. And we found some good allergy-free treats for me to have. So I could finally let myself have a glass of wine as well because she was sleeping for longer at night. Now, granted, my glass of wine is like half a actual glass with ice in it. So I don't want to hear it. But just to have like that little taste of it was so nice. And just some of that stress went away. So my whole point of saying all this is not just woe is me, life is hard, being a mom's hard. Obviously, I knew that was going to be the case. But my point here is that if you, mama, are watching this because you're up at 4 a.m. for another feeding, or because your baby just won't sleep unless you hold them, so you're just holding your baby, headphones in, watching YouTube, I feel you. I have literally just been there. It will get better. I don't know when, but I promise you it will. When it does, your baby's going to be so happy because of the love you've been giving them, and you're going to be happy because you'll be able to focus on your other passions and your business. But just hang in there. It was so isolating, and I wish I had sought out a video like this. I'm sure they exist elsewhere, but if you're watching this right now and you have that little one and you just feel so beaten down, I feel you, mama. Get your coffee. Get your chocolate that you can hopefully have, and enjoy your comfort foods. And if you're a mom who's had nothing but bliss the entire newborn phase and you can't relate at all to having these issues, genuinely, good for you. That's great. It really is good for you. But for the rest of us, it's okay to admit that being a mom isn't always great or even fun. It's hard work. It's worth it, but it's definitely not easy. And I don't like this myth of, oh, isn't it so lovely to be a mommy all the time? No, it's not. It's not. It has its amazing moments. And I think one of the toughest moments for me was within that first week when she was so in pain and just crying. I had somebody reach out to me and was like, oh, congratulations. Isn't it great being a mommy? And I just wanted to throw my phone. I was like, no. This isn't great that my child is screaming in pain and I'm to blame because of my diet. It's not great. So I definitely want to wish you best of luck, mama, to everything you're going through right now. You can get back to binging all the videos you want while you are waiting for that little stinker to fall back asleep or waiting for this feeding to end. Best of luck to you, and I'll be back with another update in a little bit, sometime. We'll figure out time to connect again. Bye. Hey, if you want to continue to support this channel and my other creative work, please head over to buymeacoffee.com and support my channel. You can buy me 1 coffee, 3, 5, 10, or you can even get a membership. Those who are in the membership are actually going to be included in the acknowledgements pages of all of my published books moving forward as a big thank you. And you can even get some additional options to get an Instagram thank you post shout out or a shout out in an upcoming video. Thank you so much for supporting this channel.